waste time on the phone like that, and I stay leaving text.
Let's bring out the starters for your Memphis Grizzlies. At center, standing 6'11", number 4, Steven Adams. At shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 24, Dylan Brooks. At coach, 6'9", number 1, Kyle Anderson. At coach, 6'11", number 13, Jeff Jackson Jr. At guard, 6'3", number 12, Jack Morgan. The head coach for the Memphis Grizzlies is Taylor Jenkins.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Grizzlies first found an identity with grit and grind. As a rookie, Jaren Jackson cut his teeth alongside Mike Conley and Marc Gasol. And he said, now it's next gen, but it's still the same sort of mentality. We take defense seriously. That's our staple. And when you do that, you usually win. Guys?
They do. Great philosophy and attitude. Thanks, DA. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Sexton and Okoro are your wingmen. Markkanen is out there with Jared Allen. And it's Garland in at the 1. And for the Grizzlies, the guard pair, it's Morant and Brooks. Up at the forward spots, it's Anderson and Jackson. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here we are, opening night. Brent, do you have some special memories from an opening night you played in?
Man, I'm fired up, Kevin. Opening night, I hope you're excited. I know you are. I remember back in 1995, those many years ago, we had played against the Phoenix Suns, and they, at the time, had a player that said something during a free throw when the arena was completely quiet. Clippers against Suns. I can't repeat it in this broadcast, but at the commercial break, Kevin, I'll share it with you. But thank you for reminding me of it.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Markkanen a screen on Morant. Outside, Markkanen. Garland looking it over. Back to Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. 11 feet away. Another shot. And Allen with the layup.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Now here's Brooks. Adams outside. Garland against Morant. Excellent D there from Allen.
Yeah, I can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Now here's Morant after Colin Sexton's miss. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. There's the triple. He's off on that one. And Cleveland the other way now. And Craig, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Up top, Adams. Memphis moving it around. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Yeah, that 265 pounds out there, it's pretty solid, a wrecking ball.
Here's Okoro. Outside Garland. To the left wing. Goes up the baseline. That's short off the rim. Memphis leading. Here's Brooks. That shot off. Garland with the defensive effort. Sexton the pass to Garland. Shoots over Morant. And the rejection by Jackson. Anderson dishes to Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Darius Garland picks one up.
And coming out of high school, Ja Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
He misses the free throw. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past Ja Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
He hits the second from the line.
And expectations skyrocketed for Morant after the success of his rookie year. But if you ask me, he has risen to that challenge and continues to set a high bar for himself.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise. All right, look who's coming up the court. Come on and get down for your Grizzlies.
Williams is checked in for Ja Morant.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Love. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 12 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
This is his specialty. He sits on the bench, he gauges what's happening offensively, and he comes in and sticks the opponent's top scorer to freeze him out.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Rubio the pass to Okoro. Kicks it out to Rubio. Love with the screen for Rubio. Takes it inside. No good that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
Yeah, even when it comes to matchups where it looks like one side should be the clear favorite, those brief two-game series often end 1-1.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Now, here's Melton. Guarded close, and it's Clark slamming it down.
This is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
Love with the screen for Okoro. Left side, Love. Rubio outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Okoro. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Rubio. How he performed last season. 19th in assists, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And really a good season for him distributing the basketball. Whether it was the drive and dish, pick and roll, fast break, he was money all year long. Here's Melton. Pass to Bain. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Rubio the pass to Love. And it comes off the front of the rim. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the wing on the left. Melton feeling it out a bit, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Culver's checked in. 26 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Rubio. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Rubio struggles to score, so one thing you don't want to do is send him to the free throw line. He's as good as they get.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Ricky Rubio.
Way back in 2009, Ricky Rubio was drafted. There was so much talk about him being the Spanish version of Pistol Pete. He's had a remarkable career.
And so Ricky Rubio nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Clark outside. And it's blocked. With 1 on the clock, that one's not going to go. And so the first quarter is in the books. Grizzlies lead by 4. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. The hunger to improve defines all competitors. And Ricky Rubio expressing that sentiment.
We want more, and we don't accept good. We want great or greatest. We're just trying to be better every day. It's never too high, never too low, but we know what we can be, and we want to get better.
Well, Greggy feels this team has plenty of untapped potential.
And I don't doubt it. And can Rubio improve? It's certainly very steady throughout his career, but is there another level he can get to?
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Mobley and Allen, the two big men inside. The guard set is Garland and Sexton, and it's Markkanen in at the small forward. Now, here's Garland. Right side, Markkanen. To the inside, Allen. And Allen slams it in.
You see how quick Allen moves in these situations, which makes him a perfect pick-and-roll partner.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. And Markkanen out of Finland, Greg, was one of the hot names in free agency this last summer.
And surprisingly, didn't get an extension before the season. Just hard to find 7-footers that can shoot like Markkanen. You knew at least a few teams would try and lure him away.
Here's Markkanen, following the basket by John Morant. Markkanen down low, and the layup's good off the glass. Markkanen's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
Hey, look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
Brooks against Sexton. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Garland, the pass to Sexton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Sexton's got the lead up to 2 now for Cleveland. Adams with the screen on Sexton. Here's Brooks. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Sexton with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Outside, Sexton. Goes back up. The rebound by Anderson. And the Grizzlies, they come in off the loss to the Bulls. Culver kicks to Morant. And he tries in. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Brooks against Sexton. To the left side wing. Garland against Morant. Goes up on the high post. Oh, trying for it. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Garland touched it last. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After making the finals 4 straight years from 2015 to 2018, there have been some lean years lately for the Cavaliers. Over the last 3 seasons, they've only won a couple more games than they did in a single season, the title season of 2016. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff says the losing is tough on everybody, but I look forward to the journey ahead. Kevin, back to you.
What do they say, D.A.? The journey is the reward. Thanks. Allen, a screen on Morant. And the rejection by Jackson. Williams passes to Jackson. Morant with it, picked up by Love. Here's Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got his first basket of the night. And Brent, we're seeing a lot of new officials joining the NBA ranks. Any changes you see resulting from that?
Well, I think this is a time for coaching staffs and teams to be a little bit more patient with the officials than they have been in the past, as they're trying to understand the rhythm and flow of not just the game and the way it needs to be called, but the communication between the players and the coaches, and how you try to work towards still having a great product on the floor and not having the refs impact the game in ways that get talked about that they don't want to be spoken about.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
Okoro with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Dishes it to Allen. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant looking around. Clark a screen on Rubio. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Rubio dishes to Allen. Here's Windler. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Clark finds Morant. And they double up Morant to the right side. Jackson with the screen. Bain passes to Jackson. That one falls. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Love. Fires the three. That shot is off. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Memphis out in front. They're up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Greetings, everybody. We love exciting, and this game is delivered as we've seen 2 top players battling mano a mano.
I mean, who doesn't love a 5-star matchup like this? Both players showing their competitive nature, igniting their teammates' fire with these performances. Expect this level of play to continue in the second half.
Now, I know we want to talk about Ja Morant and the big things he was doing in that first half.
All I can say, he's been MFPS, and that stands for most frequent prolific scorer. If you don't know anything about me, he's been efficient. He's really the man driving the force of their offense. Look, when he's rolling like this, good luck slowing him down.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Wing pairing, it's Brooks with Anderson. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Markkanen in the corner. Free throw line jump shot. Okoro shot is off.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Garland against Morant. Jackson down low. That one doesn't drop. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 4. Sexton against Brooks. Charity stripe shot. The second chance effort, and Allen puts it in. Allen's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Cavs.
And Allen's a competitor. He knows what his job is, and he has to be a major presence inside. He has to have the ability to score points